The Red Lake Gold Camp is like a never-ending treasure hunt in a vast, untamed wilderness where both seasoned explorers and enthusiastic newcomers are drawn to its promise of hidden riches. A new player, WRLG, or RLG 2.0 as I like to call it, has emerged in this exciting gold rush saga, boasting two strong assets, a mill, and the guidance of legendary mining promoter Frank Giustra. Let's dive in. Understanding the structure of WRLG is a little challenging, but I figured for any of the old shareholders who owned West Red Lake, or any of the new shareholders or potential shareholders looking to hop in, it'd probably be a valuable exercise to walk through this new structure. The old RLG went through a business combination with DLV Resources, creating a new entity called West Red Lake Gold Mines Limited, which it used to be incorporated. Anyways, the purpose of this combination was to inject cash into the old RLG and consolidate the shares. DLV Resources contributed $2 million cash and the expectation of Frank Giustra's promotional efforts.
Cash cow.
WRLG then went out and acquired the Madsen Mine from PureGold and Sprott Resource Lending for $6.5 million in cash, issuing 28.5 million common shares and granting a 1% secured net smelter royalty to the old group. To fund the acquisition, WRLG secured a $20 million bought deal private placement at 35 cents per share from Canaccord Genuity, with an underwriter's option for an additional $5 million. After accounting for RLG 1.0, DLV Resources, all the new shareholders that Canaccord Genuity is bringing in, plus the original owners of Madsen Mines, the new WRLG is going to have somewhere in the ballpark of 140 to 150 million shares outstanding. The new entity will possess roughly 3 million ounces of potential gold, with around 900,000 ounces from RLG and approximately 2.1 million indicated and inferred from Madsen. But that's not all, folks. We have to note that WRLG is acquiring a mill capable of processing up to 800 tons per day, along with over $200 million in future tax shelters. Not to mention that my old pal Tom Meredith is going to slide over from being the man in charge at the original RLG to being the chairman and CEO of the new West Red Lake Gold Limited. RLG 1.0 is contributing 100% ownership of the West Red Lake project, a 3,100 hectare property containing 3 former gold mines. The key asset of this project is the Rowan property, with a high-grade inferred resource of approximately 827,000 ounces at 9.2 grams per ton gold. WRLG plans to conduct over 20,000 meters of diamond drilling on high-priority targets in 2023 at the West Red Lake project. Let's talk about the historic Madsen Gold Mine / PureGold, which was purchased at a highly discounted price despite its rich history and valuable assets. PureGold, originally known as Laurentian Goldfields, had purchased the Madsen Mine in 2014 for approximately $12.1 million in cash and stock. This mine had a prolific production history, generating 2.5 million ounces of gold at an average grade of 9.7 grams per ton between 1938 and 1999. After the 2014 acquisition, PureGold raised over $100 million in equity and took on loans exceeding $80 million, pushing the company's accumulated deficit to just under $300 million, as shown in their last filed financial statements. There were some good times at PureGold. In December 2020, they achieved their first gold pour at the Madsen Gold Mine, and they commenced commercial production in August 2021, marking a significant milestone. And then it was basically downhill from there. The mine commissioning faced numerous setbacks, with Q1 production falling 70% below expectations. Costs doubled as the company constructed additional stopes to access higher grade areas, forcing them to raise money through lower priced financings. Unfortunately, in October 2022, PureGold suspended operations and placed the mine on care and maintenance due to the inability to achieve consistent positive site level cash flows after evaluating several alternative scenarios. Now, there's 3 parts to this transaction. We got RLG 1.0, we got PureGold, and then we've also got the magic promoting dust of legendary junior mining promoter Frank Giustra, whose shell, with $2 million cash, probably has a position based on today's market price of approximately $14 million. So you might be looking at that and saying, well, that's a $12 million promote. That sounds like a lot. Well, if you look at Frank's track record, he's earned the right to a large promote. Frank began his journey in 1978 with Merrill Lynch, eventually establishing a resource financing group in Europe for Yorkton Securities, which he transformed into a major force in international mining finance. As chairman and CEO of the merchant banking firm Endeavor Financial from 2001 to 2007, Giustra financed numerous mining companies. His success in merging Wheaton River Minerals with Gold Corp in 2005 led to Gold Corp becoming the world's fourth largest gold producer by 2014. He's been a part of so many large takeouts that it's probably not worth going through them all. But the one company that I think is most interesting out of all of them that he's founded is one called Lionsgate Entertainment, whose productions you may have heard of, including Hunger Games, John Wick, Mad Men, and Abduction. So the Red Lake Gold Camp in northwestern Ontario has been a cornerstone of Canada's gold production for over a century. With over 30 million ounces of gold produced, it's got a rich history of high-grade gold deposits, but with challenging geology. Major mining companies like Gold Corp and Placerdome have operated in the area, with successes like Kinross's $1.7 billion acquisition of Great Bear Resources, highlighting the region's ongoing potential for lucrative discoveries. Okay, so let's wrap it up from there. As we've seen, WRLG has come together through a complex series of transactions, combining assets from RLG, PureGold, along with Frank Giustra. If the buzz on the street is correct and interest in the deal is high, then Gold Juniors are indeed making a strong comeback. It remains uncertain whether the new group can succeed where PureGold struggled, but a rising gold market could significantly change the economic landscape. With the prominent names involved in WRLG and the potential for Gold's next run, we can expect to hear a lot more about this company, and I can promise you this much, with the promoters I've been seeing Frank Giustra use on some of his other deals on TikTok and YouTube, I'm sure whether you like it or not, you're going to be getting these stocks in your timeline sometime soon. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. If you could do me a big favor, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I love you all.